What up, though? You're now tuned into the world premiere, High Level Bosses TV. I'm your host, Don the Credit God. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the like button. Make sure that y'all hit the notification bell. And it's about to go down. And we about to dive into some topics because, you know, it's real out here. You know what I'm saying? For the people that want to really step their game up and get into entrepreneurship, this is real. It's a war out here. You know what I'm saying? So you got to prepare yourself to get to the next level. And how you going to prepare yourself? You got to make sure that you're ready so you don't got to get ready. You know what I'm saying? So when you have opportunities like this, you in position already. That means that you need a trust. That means that you need LLCs under your trust. That means that for you people that's struggling that don't have it, a CPN matters. Like, I can tell you this one thing, like, you know, with one of my coworkers back in the day when I was working at the plant, a profit sharing check, right? We was getting around 8,000 that day. You know what I'm saying? Girlie didn't get zilch. She didn't get nothing out of that because they end up taking everything from her. The taxes, you know what I'm saying? She was behind on something. They end up garnishing her profit sharing check. She was sick about it. Situations like that, you know, people, they use CPNs for situations like that, you know, so like when they working at a job, it's avoiding all of the debt that they got on their real SSNs. It's a lot of people that's got bad credit. Just like, you know, I'm talking to you guys right now. I know it's a lot of y'all probably got bad credit, you know, but this is what people do when they're in survival mode to get up out of there. You know, they got that CPN, they start building on it, you know, put some AUs on it, you know what I'm saying? Put some primaries on it, public records on it, and get it in the algorithm in the system. Even go further to get it certified through the IRS, tying it to a LLC, or going to the SSA, getting the SSA verified. I got a video for that, so y'all can click on that video when I'm talking about, you know, getting this CPN SSA verified. And y'all can always tap in to my group, you know what I'm saying, on Telegram, the Telegram group. I had to restart the group because, you know, these haters, they shut down my other group, but it's called Cash Flows in Construction on Telegram. You can click the link below on this video and just tap into that Telegram group. And, you know, this is what it is, man. Like every day I'm dropping videos, putting y'all up on game on what it is, on how you can really get yourself together. And when it comes down to it, I'm like, you know, I'm like, this is what I'm like, man. Fuck voting. I'm not really with the voting. You know what I mean? Because that man in the mirror, that woman in the mirror, that's who's really going to get you to the next level. Is that man or that woman. You looking into that mirror, you know what I'm saying? You are the one that's going to be the future. It's going to provide the future for your next generation. You are, not the president, you know, not the mayor, not the governor. You the one that's going to take things to the next level. So what you got to do? You can't be sitting around waiting and praying for a better president. And then when you go to voting and it still don't count for nothing, you still twiddling your thumbs, doing what you're doing your everyday to day 1-2, doing your everyday to day job. What you gonna do to get to the next level? The strategic steps that you got to take to push yourself to get there. You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to get there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's meant for this to happen. You was born into this world to a crooked system. This system is rigged. You know, I know you are sure that this system is fully rigged. You know what I'm saying? And you know that this system is set for you to fail. If you didn't come up out of a rich family, the war is on for you to get to the next level and provide generational wealth for your family. So you can take things to the next level. So the war is on. What you gonna do? You gotta apply yourself, because at the end of the day, if you don't work smarter, you working harder. When you working harder, you working at your job, you know, and I know that you're probably tired of it. So thinking smarter, working harder, getting yourself into communities that's actually applying themselves every day to get to the next level, this is how you're gonna elevate. Because I know that you want to get into this entrepreneurship just like I did when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't come from that upbringing of people that was already wealthy. You know, my people was working at the plant, and that's what they was doing. And they wanted the same for their kids. They wanted their kids to go to college and, you know, be some workers, be some employees. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't taught this. So this is why, you know, you at where you at, you know, and it's nobody to blame but yourself. Voting for the next mayor, voting for the next president, all of that stuff is not, what is that going to help you? What is that going to do if you're not applying yourself? If you're not taking the steps to go forward? If you're not opening up a LLC? If you're not starting up an LLC, filing the paperwork to get you a C Corp or an LLC, if you're not filing the paperwork to get your EIN, to get your trust, and have your LLCs and C Corps under your trust, and start building credit on your business right now, like you're supposed to, you're going to stay lost in the matrix. And this is what it's meant to do. It's meant to keep you in the matrix and keep you off in the rat races. You know what I'm saying? Where you keep going. You keep going like a damn hamster wheel. This is like, financial literacy is very important. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I talk about all day. This is why I got the channel, you know what I'm saying? And I'm turning it up the High Level Boss way. The people that's not tuned into this, that's not trying to get to the next level, that's not trying to change their mindset, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about your mindset. What are you thinking about? Like, what are you trying to do? To get to the next level, you got to work and network, and you got to work with people as a team to get to the next level. And you got to build by yourself. One of the smartest things that Nipsey Hussle said back in the day, that he told his daughter, one of the most things that's going to help you be a better person and be the best that you can be is doing things when nobody is watching. Doing the things when you are on your own. Your time, they say the time that you spend by yourself could be idle time. Staying still is the devil's playground. So if you're not applying yourself, how do you expect to elevate, to get to the next level? Like paying attention to the things that matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, your credit. You could do things like fixing up your credit. It don't cost you much to fix up your credit. As long as you focus on it, you're going to get there. And then the people that you around, it's got a lot to do with it. Just like this plant. This plant right here, if I'm not watering this plant going to droop down. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the environment that's provided to this plant. You know what I'm saying? The sunshine is the reason why the plant is going to continue to keep growing. What are you doing with the people that's around you? Are they negative? Are they positive? Are you willing to work with them? Because at the end of the day, doing business is war, but it's still about morals, ethics. You got to look at this like, when you providing services for people, pushing yourself for the most part. You got to push yourself. And you got to be down to team up in groups and collaborate, because this is how you're going to be able to elevate, regardless, because at the end of the day, it's not always about a personal credit score. It's about a business credit score. It's all about how you structure it. That's what it's about. It's about how you structure the business. Now, let me tell you, recently, SBA just passed the law this past June 12th, to where if you own at least 20% of the company, you're going to have to PG. You're going to have to personal guarantee with your personal credit score. So you know what that means, right? You guys can team up it's 6 of y'all that own that company, and 6 of y'all don't own 20% of it because it's 6 of y'all. Now, if it was 5 of y'all is like 20. You know what I'm saying? If you got 5 times, what's 5 times 5? 5 times, you split it, 5 people is you own it more than 20% of the company if it's 5 of y'all. That's why it's got to be 6. You got 6 individuals that own this company, right? And this company is owned by a holding company that's owned by a trust, right? So nobody is entitled. They're not forcing nobody into personal guarantee, because you don't have to personal guarantee. You don't have to personal guarantee the business because you don't own 20%. No one owns 20% of the business. So what they're looking at, they're looking directly at the business credit. And I'm telling you that the easiest way to build up credit is business credit with net 30s and unsecured business experience trade lines and SBFE trade lines, Equifax trade lines. Get you a credit strong. Invest your money into that business so you can get the big bag. And if you guys don't have good credit, you guys need to team up and set your rules, set your bylaws in your contract to show how you're going to be strategic and start these businesses up so you can get funded at least $250,000. You know what I'm saying? From SBA with no personal guarantee because it's 6 of y'all that own the business. I'm over here diving deep into the sauce that you need to know to get you to the next level. You guys just need to take action and apply. If you guys is listening, but you're not applying the pressure and just taking the words that I'm saying in one ear, them the people that I'm tapping into, you know what I'm saying? The people that's got the morals, the ethics to elevate and get to the next level. Yeah, we're going to be a conglomerate. We're going to work together because it's meant to happen. It's meant to happen for like-minded individuals to come together and elevate and get to the highest level. You know what I'm saying? This is why I created High Level Bosses, because I know that the system is rigged. The system being rigged from the start, but it's always loopholes to get to the next level, especially now. Especially now. There's no stopping us. You know what I'm saying? We high level for real over here at High Level Bosses. I make sure that I get the best people here at High Level Bosses to bring opportunity for us to invest our capital into, to make sure that our passive income is going to be at the highest. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to do with your community, with what you're looking to do. You tapping into High Level Bosses. We're going to get to the next level. We're going to get to the next level together, man. And this is what I'm on. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's all about structure. Like I said, it's all about structure. It's all about, you know, okay, you got these LLCs. Okay, get you some net 30s. You know, if you don't know what net 30 is, a net 30 is a company to where you got to buy a product like Grainger. Let's take Grainger. You can look that up, Google it, Grainger, okay? All right, you could buy a product there. They got a limit to the amount of money that you got to spend in order for that to report on your business credit. You know what I'm saying? So if the limit is like $120, go ahead and buy you some products up to $120. You know what I'm saying? Get you some t-shirts. If it's Business T-shirt Club. Business T-shirt Club, if you buy like 5 t-shirts from Business T-shirt Clubs, from tailored t-shirts that you like, you know what I'm saying? Or some t-shirts with your logo. You can even get your logo on the t-shirts, right? And within 2 weeks, like you spend $60 the first time you order, and then it's a couple days later, you're gonna spend another $60, you know what I'm saying, to get your order in. Within the next 5 or 6 days, it's gonna drop off to your address. So boom, you got 5 t-shirts. Within 2 weeks, that's gonna report on your business credit. You know what I'm saying? You see how that works? That's a net 30, you know? Now, if you do that like 15 times and you got 15 trade lines on your business credit, you doing something. You building that business credit so you can get yourself qualified for some business credit. When we talk about gas cards, when we talk about Sam Club cards, these are cards that's EIN only. So you applying with your EIN. So they may have the SSN right there, but you make sure you put the EIN in regardless because it's EIN only. Make sure you always put in that EIN. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm teaching y'all because I know it's a lot of y'all that got low personal credit scores and you looking to apply for things, you know, and you know that you're going to get denied because you got bad personal credit. So why not focus on your business credit so you could be able to level up, take things to the next level? Don't get sidetracked. There's nothing to really get sidetracked from except your phone. Everything that you scroll, if you continue to keep scrolling through BS, bullshit, and garbage, that's what you're going to continue to keep on setting yourself back and not moving forward, not pressing for it because you continue to focus on the things that don't matter and you're not taking action. You know what I mean? When you take action, that's how you really start leveling up and become a beast. So you got the opportunity to get to this money. You know what I'm saying? You got the money. So when you get funded the money, what you going to do with it? Don't be the one trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to look rich, buying fake jewelry and stuff like that. All that goofy stuff is for the birds because what's that going to do? The money don't matter. You're going to burn that money. You know what I'm saying? That money just, you know, you don't want to do that. You don't want to take paces back. You want to go forward. You want to position yourself. You want to get that, make sure that you get that trust. You know what I'm saying? You get the trust, right? Get you some Age Corps that's under the trust, right? So you can protect your Age Corp. Because at the end of the day, they always snooping around. Third-party data furnishers are always snooping around. You know what I'm saying? Around with your business. You know, businesses supposed to do contracts with other businesses so you can build credit. You know, so that's the importance of working business to business, because business to business always works good. When you're dealing with business to the customer, you got to have a bag for the most part. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with like customer to customer. But if you're dealing like business to business, the need is already there. The need, more businesses need business more than, customers. You got to convince and, attract customers. You know what I'm saying? With business, it's like, more of a plug and play type of situation. So when we talk about like moving money around, when, if you got like any business that you start up, you should open up 3 business accounts with those 3 different business. Start you up 3 businesses, open up 3 business accounts, right? Then you move that money around. You deposit this money within the first business account and you set this up. These 3 companies is supplying each other. So you just get with ChatGPT and be like, okay, I'm starting up this company. What are these other 2 companies that I can start to have a relationship with this company so they can exchange transactions and deposit money and wire money from account to account to account? That way you creating that activity under the business. So when your bank statements is showing up, it's showing that your business is making money. You know, it's like playing Monopoly when you got money. Like if you got like 5,000 to 10K, I said this before, if you got 10K, go ahead and put that money into American Express account, American Express checkings account, and let it sit there for 90 days. You let it sit there for 90 days, they're going to turn around and give you a black card, right? Now, if you got 10K, it's like it's like putting out the Monopoly board and you got your money right there. You playing the game how it's supposed to be played, moving that money from corp to corp to corp to corp to corp. That way, your business can always get funded because it's got that model bank account right there. You know what I'm saying? So this is how you building that activity. If it's got that modeling bank account, that model bank account is 3 of them because you got those 3 businesses that you started. It don't cost you no more than like $30 to start a business. You know what I'm saying? To file your paperwork to start a business, right? So if you got 3 of them, it's like $120 you spent to start up 3 companies. You get your 3 EINs for those companies. They got relationships with each other. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna circle the money around so you can build those bank statements so you can get cash flow funding only. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you always have access to capital, and it's not dependent on your personal credit. See, this is why I started High Level Bosses, because I wanted to build an alliance, a group of people that's going to work together to elevate as entrepreneurs, and we're all going to grow together. This is what it's all about: elevating, getting to the next level, morals, ethics. It's ups and downs in business. It is, and when you're an entrepreneur, you put things together because at the end of the day, it's all about funding, baby. When you get funded, okay, cool, bet. So you put that money into another account, into an account that's a surplus account. For if things happen, unforeseen bumps in the road, when it does happen, you got money, you got the surplus right there just in case, So when you get the money, it's all about what you're doing with it, how you positioning yourself to where you protect it. Once you got the trust, you got the LLCs, C Corps, S Corps under the trust, so they protect it. You got your holding company that owns those LLCs and corporations. You unstoppable. This is how you're supposed to operate. Google that. You know what I'm saying? You got Don the Credit Guy over here giving you mad game, lacing you up. So, y'all make sure that y'all tap in, hit subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Hit the notification button and make sure that you hit the like button, because we are going up the High Level Boss way. I'm here for a reason. I came here for a reason to get you on your level, to get you on your feet, and to make sure that you gonna grow, you gonna elevate in this entrepreneur game as a high level boss. And this is how we gonna rock. This is how we doing it. You know what I'm saying? I came from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't nobody show me nothing. I had to seek and find that stuff myself. You know what I mean? It's a big world out here. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna get your trust in Africa? Are you gonna get you a trust in Jamaica? Get you a trust in Brazil? Get your trust, you know what I'm saying? So you can be able to expand your portfolio. You know, because at the end of the day, that's what matters. Having multiple portfolios so you can leave behind for your kids. Because when you look at it, life is short, y'all. Life is short. While we here, this place is really a testing place. Earth is a testing place. It's a place for experimenting and testing. And you see where we at right here. So you better live it up. You better do good, you know what I'm saying? And make sure that you get on the other side instead of the struggling, you know what I'm saying? Instead of the struggling ones, instead of the ones that's like slaving for a paycheck, you actually got the money working for you because you changed the whole situation. You changed the whole scenario. You know, you got things to work in your favor so you can get financial freedom, so you can get you some wealth, so you can pass down to generation to generation to generation. So you can sleep good at night because you're doing good business and your money is working for you. It's all about that mindset because that's what it's all about. It's all about that mindset. If it's not, it is. It's all about that mindset. That's what it's all about because no matter how much money you got, no matter how much money you get funded, if your mindset ain't right, that money ain't gonna do nothing for you. That money gonna disappear on you and you ain't gonna have shit to show for it. And I'm just being real, I'm being frank. If you trying to spend your days keeping up with the Joneses, that's where you failing at, you know? Everything gotta be strategic. When you look at your credit, it's nothing to brag about. You're supposed to use that as a weapon. What credit cards do you have that's at least 5K limits? Because it's very important on your personal credit. Having credit cards is at least 5K limits. Have a couple of them. You know, building out your credit the right way, you know. And if you got some CPNs, putting the CPNs under your trust. Building your CPNs out right. Getting them in the system to where they cannot be denied. That's what it's about. Doing high-level boss moves, you know. Having your business trust, your charity trust. Your family trust, your foreign trust, you know, you need it. You need it to get your corpse. You can't get enough of Age Corps and getting them funded, you know, because you looking to protect your personal SSN number, you know. So these companies, these aliases that you have under your name, start LLCs under them so you can live off of the grid. When you living off of the grid, that alias LLC that's under your trust can't be tracked. Can't nobody find out information on that company. It's protected under the trust because the trust owns it. You owning nothing and controlling everything. This is where we getting to, you know what I'm saying? Getting to the next level, y'all. And, you know, this is what we gonna do. Within a program of high-level bosses, you know, hold on. What the fuck was that? Oh yeah, the light went out. Let me see, put another light. Hold on, 1 second. All right, back to it. And another thing, y'all. I'm not here to talk about other people, you know what I'm saying, and gossip about this and gossip about that and all these topics, because when you look at it, it's a waste of time, you know what I'm saying? And I could care less. If the algorithm fuck with me, it's gonna fuck with me. If it don't, it don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm Don the Credit Guy. The people that listen to me, You hear me? I'm talking from the heart because I've been through that. I've been through those mistakes. I don't want you to go through that. You know what I'm saying? When you tapping into my program, all the things that I'm gonna do is make sure that I help you. In my company, I make sure that we're gonna help you. My whole team we're gonna help you. You know, I got a professional team that gets the job done. You know what I'm saying? With making sure that you're in compliance, the software that it come with to make sure that you're in compliance with building your credit out, and it's coming with some trade lines. Because I want to get you up there to 6 figures so you can, you know, when you get funded the money, you really gonna elevate and get to the next level. You ain't never going back to what you used to do. You in the entrepreneur game 100%. You know what I'm saying? This how we rocking over here at High Level Bosses. Straight up. I've been running this company for 2 years, and that's what I've been on, you know. Nothing gonna stop that. Nothing gonna stop that, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep this stuff solid. I'm gonna keep it going. For the people that's high level, that's looking to really get there, you tapping into a real one, you know what I'm saying? You tapping into a realist, a guy that knows that this game is rigged, you know what I'm saying? And I know that it's on you to make the change. It's on you to elevate your family's future. It's on you to turn your kids into some serious entrepreneurs, millionaires, you know what I'm saying, before they even turn 18. That's on you. It's not on nobody else. It's not on the president that you vote for. It's not on the mayor. It's not on the governor. That's on you. What are you doing with your time? Are you sitting around wasting your time, you know what I'm saying, paying attention to shit that don't matter? What are you doing? Are you getting up early in the morning, jogging, planning out your day, learning things and ways to apply yourself to make things, your mindset, to get your mind working so you can take advantage of the opportunity that you got? Because, you know, every day above ground is a new opportunity for you to elevate. You know, I don't want to get all preachy about it, but literally that's what it is. Like, that's what's going to elevate you and get you to the next level, man. You know that you the chosen one because you ain't had no choice. Growing up, the people that raised you, they didn't know no better. They did the best that they could, so you can't really blame them. You know what I'm saying? It's on you to make those changes. It's on you to take things to the next level. Nobody gonna do it for you. Or you just gonna be stuck in the matrix. Why would you want to be stuck in the matrix? I can go so deep into detail on how this game is rigged. So deep. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it. I know it. You know what I'm saying? But now it's time to focus on this money. You know what I'm saying? And what you gonna do to get to this bag. And like I said, it's not all about your personal credit. Business credit, tap into it. Get your business funded so you can start setting up shop. How's about that? So you can start setting up shop. Okay, bet. You got this for this. You got the marketing for this. Every video you drop is marketing. Like this video that I dropped, all my videos that I drop, from my short videos to my long videos, is marketing. It's marketing right now. Matter of fact, this commercial coming up right here. Here you go, right here. Check that out. Check these ebooks out. You already know. Down the Credit Guide, High Level Bosses, world premiere. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? You really want to turn up your hustle and get out of the rat race and get out of the 9-to-5 jobs and go ahead and get into entrepreneurship full time? You're going to tap into the 5 Side Hustle bundle because it's going to show you how to turn up your hustle, some things that you can go and apply to right now to turn up your hustle game so you can start getting your cash flow, then turn up your credit, you know? So let's get to this money, y'all. Tap into that ebook, the 5 Side Hustle ebook, and go ahead and turn your hustle up and tap into the community. I'm gonna let you know right now, you gotta turn up your hustle. So the 5 Side Hustle bundle, tap into that, and then the organic traffic, how to get organic traffic so you can earn your way up from the word of mouth so you can start increasing your worth and turning up your cash flow. We're not even talking about credit right now. Let's get to that cash flow first. It's gonna show you how to plug and play right now to really turn up your hustle. And then if you wanna really get into the community, if you wanna get into my school community, you know, for free, you're gonna tap in and cop that Business Credit Mastery ebook. I'm giving you 35% for each referral you bring in to High Level Bosses. We're gonna supply you with some commercials so you can go ahead and put it on autopilot. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all tap in, man. And yeah, I'll see y'all on the other side, man. Down the Credit Guy, High Level Bosses 100. Back at it. Back at it like mathematics. You already know what it is, man. So stop playing. It's on you. You know what I'm saying? Chessboard here for you to make your moves. What moves are you making to elevate, to get to the next level? Because the system is going to apply that pressure to you homeless in the streets and nowhere to live. If you keep bullshitting, you know what I'm saying? You're going to like learn the hard way. Or if you just comfortable, you always going to stay stuck at that job for the rest of your life if you don't elevate, if you don't make these decisions to really tap into what you need to do. Like they said, they hide stuff in the book all the time. They hide stuff in the book all the time. Literally, like, you know what I'm saying? They said, like, you know, they've been done that. You know what I'm saying? They like, you know, if you want to keep somebody like in poverty, you want to keep a population of people in poverty, you put it in a book because they never going to read it. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, they had it to where blacks wasn't allowed to read. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? So take advantage of what you need to do. Now, like we living in the day of technology done advanced, the internet, we got the internet. You able to watch videos like this, like a podcast, and pay attention to it and see what it's going to do for you, how it's going to elevate you. You know what I'm saying? Because like back in the day, I remember this was like, I would say about 20 years ago. You got David Robbins, this guy, David Robbins, right? I bought his CD at back when CDs was around, you know, and that CD was elevating me. When I was driving, I was listening to it. I'm like, yeah, that do make sense. Yeah, that do make sense. You know what I'm saying? And I'm listening to his voice. This is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So when people listen to my voice, they see they see what it is. You know what I'm saying? But this is how I really built my following on High Level Bosses. People just hearing my voice, hearing me talk all the time. You know, and that's how I built my customer base. Now to transition into YouTube because, you know, they'll shut your channel down anytime they want. They did that to a lot of people that was doing good business. They shut their channel down. So now I'm here to YouTube because it really matters. I'm seeing people that's like millionaires off of YouTube. Dudes had their channel 12 years ago. He's a millionaire now. You know what I'm saying? And all he do is kick content every day, spit out content. You know, no matter what it is, you know, whatever the algorithm like. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not the one to chase that algorithm. It might gonna have to take a little longer. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't dick ride. You know what I mean? Straight up. It's gonna take a little longer because I'm not just posting anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't post just anything just for the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Anything that I post is High Level Bosses and Down the Credit Guide. When you tune into my channel, you tuning into the real. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's gonna get you elevated, you know? And the people that I'm gonna bring here for the interviews, you know what I'm saying? Either they millionaires or they heavy into the stock market and they know what the hell they doing. They know how to get to some money and they gonna tell you some plays on what you gonna do to get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And getting to the next level, which stocks, which Bitcoin that you're gonna invest into, which crypto you're gonna invest into that's gonna turn you up within the next couple of days or the next couple weeks. Long-term investments, short-term investments. Because passive income is very important. What are you doing with your time? What are you doing to strategize, to organize, to get yourself out of the rat race? How many quarters we got in a year? We got 4 quarters in a year. We got 3 months in a quarter. Each quarter, what are you doing to knock down your goals and take action to get things to the next level instead of living paycheck to paycheck? Bi-weekly to bi-weekly bullshit. You know, salary. This money that you set aside to focus and invest into your business, that's what's going to set the tone. That's what's going to get you to where you need to be. Working a job forever is financial suicide. Straight up. If you're not working to get out of that job, just keep doing what you do. Because there's a lot of people that like their job. I don't think so. Nobody likes their job. It's all about what you're going to do to get up out of it, start your business, and elevate. So your money can work for you and you not work for your money. Not getting up early in the morning, getting up at 5 o'clock, just to take a rush shower, hop off in traffic and rush yourself to a job, get caught up in traffic and get rolled up because you was late to your job because they got you like a robot. At 12 o'clock, you take a lunch. You work from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, then you take a lunch. Then after your lunch, you come back to your job and then you get off at 5. If they offer you overtime, then you get off at 7. This is every day, just like a robot. Bullshit. Now they got AI. AI can work for you, you know. All of these signs to show you that you can become entrepreneur, that you can become 100% dependent on yourself, independent, working on your own. Comfort is the biggest trap in the hood. Comfort is the biggest trap anywhere you at. I don't care if you moving into a high rise, if you move into a house, don't get complacent. Don't get comfortable. Don't just falling in love with the luxury and not elevating and working. You still supposed to work smarter, not harder. You're supposed to work with your mind and make sure that you study things to make sure that you position yourself to operate at the highest level versus, spending your energy on the things that's smaller. That's not about busting plays to create passive income. Flashing money fades, assets feed your kids forever. So acquiring assets, where are you putting your money into to invest, to elevate, to get to the next level? The cash flow that you generate, invest that into some assets. The money that you do got, set it aside to invest into some assets. Because acquiring assets is the win-win. This is how you're going to build your portfolio. When you get funded, make sure that, you do that, You need to get funded a lot. Start up corp after corp after corp. In a mentorship, I show you how to do this. You know what I'm saying? We provide you with a lot of guidance, and we actually work with you to get you funded. And when you get funded the money, we provide you with more opportunities for you to invest your money into and get a return on your investment, But this right here is the foundation. This is the core. It's the core of credit. You know what I'm saying? It's the core of you getting funded because a lot of you guys might not have enough money to invest. It takes money to make money, y'all. How you going to be able to, triple your investment if you don't have the capital? You always invest in bare minimum, small amounts. If you work and paycheck to paycheck, you got small amounts. 6 figures matter. Getting funded 6 figures so you can invest that into something. Look at this. Look at this. You see this? Y'all can barely see it. But that skyscraper right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the Renaissance Center. Who owns that? Tom Gores owns that. I've done my research on Tom Gores. He's the owner of Detroit Pistons. Dude spent like $200K to acquire that building. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm sorry. Dude spent $200K to acquire a litigation company. A paralegal firm. He spent $200K to acquire a paralegal firm. He owns a private equity company, right? He spent $200K to acquire a paralegal firm. Within the next couple of months, he tripled, quadrupled the cash flow of the business, turned around and sold it for triple his worth. And that's how he got put on into the game of private equity. That's what really inspired me to start the private equity company because I know what it can do. When you acquire a business and you hire the professionals that's going to step in, take over the company, and allocate the funds to where it matters and mitigate the funds being spent to where it's not doing anything for the company and turning the cash flow of the business up, increasing the worth of that business, turn around selling it. That's an exit strategy. They always when I first started with entrepreneurship, this is what they was saying. The importance is the exit strategy. So being the owner of a private equity company, your company is literally the master of that. You got the professionals that went to college to study on how to do this, on how to increase the revenue of businesses. managing multiple companies. You know what I'm saying? So when you get into that field, you playing at a high level. I started High Level Bosses. This for you guys that's looking to find a way, that's looking to get into the game, that's looking to get out of the 9-to-5 job, that want to elevate. But for the private equity company, that's the highest level. That's playing the game at the highest level. And I knew that. So you knew I had to get a piece. I'm Don the Credit Guy. This is High Level Bosses. What am I going to do? Elevate. I've been elevating all my life. I ain't nobody give me shit. I had to apply myself to get to where I'm at. And I'm gonna push y'all to get to the next level because I need success stories. I want to get you guys funded. I want your money to be invested into the right things to elevate. And this is how you're going to ignite, take things to the next level. And in this community, I'm gonna continue to keep pouring into y'all because I want competition. I want competition to see who's going to get funded the fastest. This ain't no joke. This is what I do. I'm here for you. Trust me. And this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to elevate. So yeah, I said all that, you know what I mean, to say this, you know, I ain't going to be on here for too much longer. You know, it's been good chopping it up with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, kicking the real with y'all, you know, sharing some stories that I've been through, you know, on my journey to where I'm at right now. And to the next time, man, to the next video, we're going to keep on vibing the High Level Boss way because I want all of y'all to go up the High Level Boss way. When you invest in me, when you invest in the High Level Bosses, you investing in your future, you know, because your kids it's very important about what you do today. It's going to, you know, turn out to be like whatever it's going to be for your kids' future. You know what I'm saying? So putting them in position, that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, take this information, man, and use it. Tap in, cop them ebooks, or get into this mentorship program. I got it all set for you. You know, the good thing about business credit, it don't take long to get you funded once your business credit is built out right. You know? If you got good, decent personal credit, that's cool. Business credit, if you want to get funded by the SBA, build your business credit. So the yes can be a lot faster and you can get funded, you know, and this is what we do. We help you, my finance specialist team, get you funded with SBA. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, to the next video, man. Y'all stay up. High Level Bosses, Don the Credit Guy. 100.